Hey folks, I need to shave. Check out my new bookshelf. Um, some people had some questions about the idea map. It's just a visual way of thinking, kind of like a Venn diagram or any sort of chart. All you have to do is think about a creative use of time or space. For Wyatt, it might be soccer, it might be cooking. I don't know. It's up to you guys. It's about what you want to do that you think is creative, right? Then So write cooking in the middle, or soccer, or making movies, or dancing, or whatever you want. Walking, doesn't matter. Write that word down in the middle, and then branch out from there. So if it's cooking, maybe you could write different types of cooking, right? Different cuisines. You could branch out like a spider legs. Then from each of those, you could think about different attributes. So maybe if you say cooking, and then a spur off of that is Chinese food, you could think, oh, well, what if I like went to a Chinese restaurant and interviewed the cook or something, or found out where they were from and then researched like their hometown, right, and found out more about that cuisine. Maybe from cooking you had another thing which was like space food, right, going off the other direction. So you have like, you know how like NASA ice cream is like freeze dried. Okay. So then based on cooking, you have Chinese food, and then you have maybe a certain city in China, and then you have space, and then you have like off of space food, you have like the Russian space station. So what if you then over here, you made some sort of connection between Chinese food from a certain neighborhood to Russian food in the Russian space station that's maybe freeze dried. And maybe you did a fusion of Russian Chinese space food. That would mean that your creative thought you had in your art project could be a cookbook for how to eat Russian Chinese fusion food in space. Boom. Amazing, right? I just came up with that. So start out with your idea, cooking, soccer, drawing, whatever you want, and then start branching out. How can you take that idea and do something with it? Okay? And those are just lines of research, and they send you off in different directions. Okay? If you go off in different directions way over here, and then another one goes way over here, maybe you can then tie those together. That way you're triangulating, going from point A to point B to point C, and you end up in this area. So an idea map becomes this big web of ideas. And when you start to create connections between them, you start finding connections that you may not thought possible. Like until now, I may not have ever thought about what would traditional Chinese food in space be like. I never thought about that before, but now I'm thinking about it. Okay? So your idea map is text only, just a way to generate ideas, no drawings. We're going to get weird and conceptual at the end of this semester. I want you guys to finish this semester being able to explain your ideas. Even if that means admitting, okay, I'm not as good of a drawer as I want to be, but if I do want to get better at drawing, say by understanding space, I want to get better at drawing perspective, you're going to admit, well, to do that, I need to research architecture. I need to understand how buildings are made. And if you understand how many boards or bricks are in a building, then you're counting it, you're looking at it, you're visualizing it, and you can draw that as well. You see, so drawing is just about research. It's just about looking. It's about understanding. So let's conceptualize at the end of this semester. Let's start to talk and think about ideas, think about weird ways, fun ways, interesting ways to be creative. And let's not be quiet. Let's go out on a limb. Let's think outside of the box. All right? So message me if you have any questions. Thanks.